Beer Buddy! Beer Buddy! Yeah! Woo! Beer Buddy! Beer Buddy! Hey, welcome to the Beer Buddy Podcast Season 2, Episode 5.
Welcome to the Beer Buddy Podcast. What's your name again?
Chris Morn.
Chris Morn.
And you are?
I am Josh Fordham.
And you are my beer buddy.
Oh, it's nice to be back, isn't it?
It's good to be back in the
Actually be able to
podcast.
see each other,
I
touch
know.
each other.
That was hard, man.
Very hard. Couldn't even see
And
how
not in a
hard.
good way.
Not in a good way.
No.
not in a good. Talking about things that are not in a good way.
Mhm.
I've just got something to say actually before we carry on.
Yeah, sure. Sorry.
So, Привет, добро пожаловать podcast Beer Buddy.
Oh,
So that I've decided to learn Russian
that's
because
wise.
it's all the world's about to end. So that actually just means welcome to the Beer Buddy Podcast.
Oh.
But I've only learnt two
very fast.
phrases. There's that.
Yeah.
And then there's Пожалуйста, пощадите меня, возьмите.
Oh.
That means please spare me, take my children.
Oh, yeah. Again, would
Handy.
be useful.
Yeah, right. So it was either that or learn how to order a beer, and I thought that's probably not really going to come in handy.
No.
Post
You want to,
apocalyptic.
if you want to be able to give away your children and to sacrifice, to serve
sacrifice
yourself.
them, which
why
I
wouldn't you?
obviously would. You know, I've got more to live for, I think.
Absolutely.
Do they have a
do.
podcast?
No, they don't.
Exactly.
And to be honest, they ain't got a house. They haven't got a relationship. They've
No.
only got you and Laura. So.
Exactly. That we are kind of the only thing that's
Yeah.
important to them. So
Yeah.
they've got nothing.
Yeah. And if you die, then they're going to be sad, aren't they?
Yeah.
And you want to save their feelings.
Exactly. It's all
So-
kind of looking after them, really,
Yeah, it really is.
and respecting our Russian overlords.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a weird situation, and what is weirder for me is that the president of Ukraine,
Yeah.
or
Old.
the Ukraine,
The
just
Ukraine,
to
yeah.
upset Schroeder.
Yeah.
He's a stand-up comedian, wasn't he?
Yeah, I think
An
he was.
actor
Didn't he
and-
tour like Blackpool and stuff?
He told Blackpool, did he?
Yeah, I
Top
thought
of the
he did.
tower. Here I am. Hello, hello, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, he was like big on the scene, wasn't he? Like Tommy. Remember Tommy Cooper that used to wear a red fez?
Yeah.
I think he was kind of around
Oh,
there.
he wasn't at that time, was he? And
Yeah.
that's interesting. Yeah, I was really surprised by that.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
good. Quite
be quite-
surprising.
It might get a nice voicemail from him at some
Hopefully,
point. That'd be
hopefully
good.
one day,
If doing a few jokes.
if he's still alive.
What sort of jokes could be like, what do donkeys have for lunch at Blackpool?
Don't know.
An hour and a half.
Hey,
Yes. Thank you very much, ladies and
Those are the
gentlemen.
jokes,
Second,
folks.
we're here. Boom.
Amazing.
Back to the Ukraine. The Ukraine.
The Ukraine.
The Ukraine. So yeah, there you go. It's like, woo.
Just keeping it topical and political, isn't it?
That's good. Just to not up to date this podcast. We've got the fingers on the pulses.
Right on the pulse. It's all happening.
Talking of countries,
Yeah.
I was looking at the list. I keep delving into the listening figures of our podcast, which is, as you know, is global.
Of course, and it's ever growing, I'd imagine.
And there was one location that never appeared on our list. Was there?
No,
never.
The
And we're like,
Philippines.
The Philippines.
Yeah.
And it's a good thing or a bad thing, I'm not 100% sure, but we now have listeners in the Philippines.
Is it listeners or is it?
Well, the strange thing was we've had nothing.
Yeah.
And then last week we had a big fucking spike.
Oh God!
Like gone from nobody listening to several.
Word has spread.
Word
Hasn't
spread.
it? Like the old virus, like that old coronavirus.
Yeah. So
Fuck.
you may have, I don't know what the Philippines equivalent of a fatwa is, but we might have one on our heads.
I don't know. Fatwa.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Well, that's
Ooh.
good. It's another listener. Look, I mean,
It's listeners,
we
isn't
can
it?
only apologise so many times, right?
Yeah.
I'm sure we will dedicate an entire episode to apologising one day.
Yeah.
But,
Keep talking about that. We've got to apologise, apparently. I've had some other, feedback in the past. Anyway,
People-
not getting into it in this particular one.
No.
But,
That's for another day, isn't it?
Two things.
Yeah.
One,
Yeah.
we did a live stream.
Apologies about that as well.
Yeah, that was a bit fucking shit,
Fucking
wasn't it?
shite, wasn't
Oh
it?
my God.
I wasn't sitting in a toilet. I know it sounded like I was, but I wasn't actually sitting in a toilet. Not the whole time, anyway.
Yeah.
I was doing the toilet.
Yeah,
but
you
I
was doing
wasn't
toilet.
in the toilet.
Yeah. It was a bit of a toilet episode.
It wasn't the best. Look, it's not easy, is it? It's
wasn't.
not easy, is it? To interact with each other.
could I? I was like, what's he doing?
John,
What are you talking
can't
about?
see him.
Can't see him.
So, yeah, that wasn't ideal.
No. That was a bit shrilly, wasn't it?
Yeah, a little bit. Some ears are bleeding around the nation, especially in the Philippines.
Someone will be crying. Poor Tim will be crying. Tim from Canberra.
Oh, yeah, Tim.
He'll be like,
I know Tim.
Oh, your voice goes all weird and I can't hear you. Sorry, Tim.
Yeah, I mean, you do have a bit of a weird voice, though.
Yeah.
You don't understand it.
That was the other feedback we got from Sherrod as well, is that we do way too many accents in an episode.
We don't do accents. How dare he?
I know.
How dare he?
How dare he?
I've already literally spoken Russian at the beginning of this, so I've not got a leg to stand on.
And the other thing I wanted to touch base on with you as well, obviously, last week's Dear Josh, which is a great letter.
Yeah, Josh.
But you did have a bit of you run away, didn't you?
Well, I was fucking angry.
Yeah.
You gave me no heads up.
No?
You know what? Halfway through that letter, I was thinking, this is a banger. This is a good letter.
Yeah,
I can't wait to dig into this one. And then,
well, that sounds like some fucked up family.
Yeah, exactly. And it was. It was my fucked
Your
up family.
yeah.
It was my fucked up dad, and my mum had been fucked up by several strangers, apparently. And now I don't know who my dad is.
No. But maybe you'll find out in a few weeks' time when you go back to Spain.
I'm going to England. And España. So, yeah, that is actually what I'm going to do. I'm going to try and find every single, what's the word? Not brothels, but the swingers' house, the swingers, all the swinger people that like swinging, swinger clubs. Yeah, not brothels. No. Don't know what brothel is. No. Going to go around all of those. Obviously check them out and see what they're, see what all the hype's about.
Yeah.
And just casually ask people. Do you remember shagging a woman by the name of Kim?
Yeah.
In 1987 or 8.
88 was.
I mean, I was born in 88, but. It wasn't conceived.
Yeah.
I would have been. Yeah, actually, would have been conceived.
Because
this is a good conversation.
This is a great conversation.
I wonder what month.
Let's get the intricacies of your month of birth.
I wonder how that went down.
Who went down?
Exactly.
So you're going to be back in the UK and España for 5 weeks. Now,
Spain, yes.
Is there any chance that I can ask you a favour while you're over there, Josh?
What, you want me to pick up cigarettes or something? You don't smoke, do you?
Well, wheat crunches.
Crunches?
Yep, and Marmite. But also, could you be our roving reporter?
Yeah.
Yeah? So you can report from Barcelona?
Barcelona. I'd love to do that. I could even do like a remote episode.
Yeah? Let's do that.
It'll be very echoey. I mean, saying that, we did try a remote episode and it wasn't the best, was it?
Yeah, we could do that, or we could just get somebody else in to replace you. Because you're quite replaceable, Josh.
I'm not precious. Replace me. You could replace me with a fucking brick.
Yeah,
like a literal brick.
There won't be an episode of that. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, just you. It's me and Brick. It's nothing. Yeah, that would go down well.
Yeah.
Like him.
That's like a Bill Cosby impression, that wasn't it?
Yeah,
I always watched a documentary about Bill Cosby.
Oh, yeah.
Because you know that this is a really interesting thing. So there's a thing on, I think it's on Stan. It's called We've Got to Talk About Bill. Because there's this really weird situation in America, and I don't think we quite understand it because we didn't grow up in America in that time, and we're not black. No. But if you're a black person growing up in the 60s, 70s, 80s, Bill Cosby was an absolute icon, and they call him your dad, right? That's America's,
he might actually be my dad.
He might actually be there. He was at the Swingers Club in 1984. Yeah, did your mum feel sleepy that night?
She's always sleepy. You never know.
Because apparently that was his thing, right? So Bill Cosby went from being the most kind of respected, amazing kind of, and the things that he did for the advancement of the black movement and education of kids in impoverished areas and stuff. It's really amazing stuff. And I think so and he's really, really funny, and he was smart, and he never used race at all. Like he wanted to be kind of like no race, but he wanted to be like, I want to further the black man's cause without
without making it a thing.
And it was really good. So he brought society forward in so many ways, especially for black people in the 70s and 80s and 60s. So people just absolutely still idolise him, love him, but then obviously this dark side of him drugging people,
that's
fucking them.
Kind of ruined it, isn't it? A little
and
bit.
Not just one or two. Not that it makes a difference what the quantity is, but there was a fuckload of women.
Yeah, like a hobby almost.
It was awful.
You know what? I don't know too much about it. I have to watch this.
Yeah, you got to watch it.
Bill Cosby is the UK comedian with like the bald head and the curly kind of sides and back of the hair. Is that? No, it's Bill Bailey, isn't it? I'm getting really confused now.
Yeah. One's got a keyboard, one doesn't.
Yep.
So it's the one without the keyboard.
But he does push buttons.
He does push buttons.
Yeah, strike a few keys. Yeah, but that's disappointing, isn't it?
So because for people, it's like, all these people are basically going, well, I love him, but he did they can't reconcile? They just can't reconcile.
No.
And it's interesting because, like Michael Jackson, obviously he's done all horrible shit, but people are going like,
Lots.
so he did really good music. So we
Yeah,
can let him off.
kind of like redeems himself.
Yeah, and there's a few like that. But then there's people like Gary Glitter who's gone, you know what? He had a shit musical career anyway.
Yeah,
I don't give a fuck.
That's so weird.
Jimmy Savile's not really left any legacy, so that's fine. Fuck him.
Yeah, literally.
So there is people do trade it off. They go,
So
he
strange.
did a really horrible thing, but he also did some really good shit too. So does that cancel it out?
It is a weird one. Would you kind of, if a Michael Jackson song came on,
Yeah.
would you, continue listening to it if you liked it, or would you think, oh no, he was a nonce, turning it off?
I think I just keep it on.
Yeah, I think I'd put it on repeat.
Yeah, and have a wank.
Yeah, Billie Jean. Another one, fifth wank of the day.
Yeah,
It's an interesting topic,
isn't it?
Yeah.
Maybe a bit too heavy for our stupid
Hey, but
light-hearted. Go on.
Our idiotic fan base.
Yeah.
No, we need to kind of show people that we can have these discussions, just not in big, large doses.
No.
We're not idiots.
No,
we
we're
just
not.
pretend to be idiots.
We do.
It
Hey,
works.
should we dive into that big, fat, juicy mailbag of yours?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Oh yeah, what is in the fucking mailbag? Whoa, whoa, what's in the fucking mailbag?
Nothing.
Fuck all.
Yeah, not much at
again.
all.
No. I mean, I don't know if we've had any voicemails or anything, but I obviously we've been talking about Ringo and all that sort of thing. I did. I got a text, but I couldn't really understand it. It was like, how kids write with all that shorthand.
Yeah.
It literally just said, did DD, so I'm assuming that's did,
Mm-hmm.
and then the letter U, and then fund, did you fund das sitcom? So I'm guessing, did you find the sitcom?
Mm-hmm.
And then he's just put like Ruffle, ROFL, which I think is rolling full laughing.
Yeah.
And then it's shut the fuck up. So FTFU, and then LMK, what's that? Is that let me know?
Yeah.
And then TBH, and then
TBH.
TGIF, which I think is thank
Gosh.
God it's fingers.
Yeah.
God's fingers. But that's all I've had from him. I don't really know what's going
Is that
on.
Ringo?
It's the same number. It's the guy pretending to be Ringo. Or Ringo. No, I think it is Ringo, isn't it?
Yeah. He's a cool
I
guy.
don't fucking know anymore.
He's a cool guy.
Pretty cool.
Is he the coolest Beatle?
That's a hard one, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know. I would say coolest.
Yeah.
I'd say he's pretty cool, yeah, because he just sits there drumming and doesn't that. When you watch, I'm assuming you watched Get Back, right?
Yeah.
He just sits there drumming and doesn't really give a fuck about
Doesn't
anything
really,
or anyone.
doesn't,
So
no. He's
in that
quite cool.
aspect, I think he's probably the coolest. Yeah. How about you?
I am thinking it's George Harrison, but that's only
Georgie.
based on a story that I heard the other day.
Oh yeah, from George.
From George.
He's like, I've
George.
just got a story to tell you. Check this one out.
Yeah,
It's
go on
amazing.
No, so apparently, I got to try and remember this off the top of my head, but it was just something I heard the other day. And Phil Collins,
Oh yeah,
Phil
Genesis
Collins,
drummer.
he's a bit fucked up now.
Is he?
Yeah, not well at all.
Oh,
Anyway,
I didn't know that.
back when he was about 19, he was in the recording studio, and George Harrison was doing his first solo album. And apparently, Phil Spector, don't know if you know Phil Spector, big music producer.
Yeah, I do. I think.
Yeah, he ended up shooting his girlfriend.
Lovely.
And
Good
he's in
man.
jail now.
Mm.
Mental. He was producing the album, and he saw a young Phil Collins, 19 years of age. Said, "Hey, mate, do you want to come over and do congas on this conga?
Yeah.
The drum,
Yeah.
conga. Yeah,
Like
yeah.
bongos and
Yeah,
stuff.
conga. Da, 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 da. Oh,
Hey,
no, congas.
yeah.
What is it?
Bongos, mate. Come on.
Not bongos.
Bongos are
conga.
drums.
Yeah, but there's
Are they different types of drums?
Conga.
Let's
Anyway.
just say the Congo. He was in the Congo.
No, yeah.
Yeah, so
Anyway,
drums.
these drums.
Yeah.
And he said, "Can you add them to this track?" So because George's like, "Yeah, I need someone to play
Yeah.
it." So anyway, Phil Collins, 19 years of age, and he goes and does a session, full session, spends about 3 or 4 hours there.
Nice.
They record it. He's fucking excited. It's like, I'm going to be on George Harrison's fucking
Yeah.
album.
19 years
How
of age.
mental is this? Brilliant.
And Joe's like, oh, it's going to be out in a few weeks, so,
So anyway, a few weeks later, album comes out, and he's like runs down to HMV or whatever,
Yeah.
buys the album,
course.
takes it home, slips it home, listens to it, and listens to each track, and no, he doesn't. He doesn't appear at all.
Not a
so
Congo in
he
sight.
is bummed.
Oh, fuck.
20 years go by, and at this point now, Phil Collins becomes
The
Phil
Phil
Collins,
Collins, yeah, yeah.
the Phil Collins,
Drummer of Genesis,
the
bald man, etc.
Doesn't require a jacket.
No, never.
no jacket
No
required
jackets.
at all.
That just doesn't feel the cold. Ever.
I saw him once in an airport in Nice, just me and him.
Yeah.
We sat back to back, and he
That's
was playing
nice.
Sudoku.
Oh, was he?
True.
Back to back, as in your backs were just like physically touching.
Yeah, literally.
Like, just no chair.
No
chair. You're just leaning on each
Well,
other.
we'd like half a chair each, but I could feel my back against his back.
Yeah.
And I kept looking around. He was playing Sudoku, and he was really stumped.
Was he?
Yeah.
Did you just whisper into his ear, like that?
Yeah.
That's number 7.
Yeah.
I don't know how. I can't. Clearly, you can tell I can't play Sudoku.
I can feel it in the air, mate. Put a jacket on. He's like, no jacket required.
I can feel it in the air tonight. Oh, you just said that one, haven't you?
today.
Oh yeah. Anyway,
so where was I? Oh yeah, so you go and listen to his album, and not that. Anyway, 20 years later, he actually he sees George Harrison for the first time in 20 odd years, and George Harrison becomes George Harrison. Sorry, Phil Collins becomes Phil Collins, and he says to George Harrison, "Oh, I don't know if you remember, but when I was about 19, you invited me into the studio to play drums on do the conga." But you know, I obviously didn't make it the album, but I'd love in George. I'd tell you what, mate. You know what? I might have the tapes somewhere. I'll send them to you.
Wow.
So wow. So anyway, a few weeks later, Phil Collins is at home, and courier arrives, and there's this envelope, and he arrives it, and he picks up his fucking tapes from George Harrison.
The George
He
Harrison.
pops it on, and it's essentially this entire session's been recorded.
Oh wow.
And with his drums, and he does his thing, and it's pretty good. And then it sort of cuts away, and you hear George Harrison on the tape going,
Mate, we can't use that. That's fucking awful. That's
my
just terrible.
God.
"No, get rid of him." And Phil Spencer's like, "Yeah, man, he's not going to be on the. That's fucking horrible.
Fuck.
Get just that shit. Just
Is
get rid of
real?
that crap." Yeah,
Is that real?
yeah.
Oh my God. That's
So
terrible.
Phil Collins like, "Oh fuck."
That's awkward.
Anyway, he calls up George Harrison and goes, "Hey George, I received your tapes. Thanks, mate. Just out of interest, did you listen to the tapes?" I was like, "Oh no, I just dug them out of the archives. Sent me straight away." And he's like, "Oh, okay." He goes, "Why?" He goes, "Oh, nothing at
Don't
all."
worry about it.
And then George Harrison's like,
Oh,
he's
no
like, "What?"
way.
He's like,
It's done, yeah.
he's like, "What?" Apparently, George Harrison went if he had a bit of spare time on his hands.
Oh, he
So
did.
he went into the studio after seeing Phil Collins, hired an entire studio, hired an
hell.
entire band,
Oh my
a
God.
Phil Spector impersonator, but did
An impersonator.
an impersonator, and did the whole session again,
Fuck.
and got someone to play drums really, really, really badly,
Oh my God.
and then record all that shit, and then they recorded it, put it on a tape,
That is
sent it to Phil Collins.
That is some effort to go to.
Fuck.
To
How good
really
is that?
fuck someone up.
Yeah.
I like him.
Punked.
I think I agree now.
Yeah?
He's the coolest.
So that's my very short story to say I think George Harrison's the coolest.
Yeah, there you
Beatle.
go. It's a good story. And it's a true story. I'm thinking, so that's great.
Mm.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry, get completely distracted by the
That's
mailbag.
all right. Yeah.
We've got a flashing light. Should we press it?
Yeah, why
See
not?
who it's
See
from.
who it could be
I'm
from.
excited. Remember from some musician.
Might not be.
No.
Hiya boys, it's me, Martin Gay, aka Gay Martin. I just wanted to pop by and say that I'm loving the Beer Body podcast. It's a bloody banger, isn't it?
Yes.
Also, yes, the rumours that you heard through the grapevine are true. I did perform as a Marvin Gaye impersonator for a bunch of cheeky monkeys in a zoo. Mind you, it's not the first time I've had to perform in front of a bunch of bare bottoms. What am I like? Anyway, keep up the good work and keep getting it on. Ciao for now. Bye.
Oh,
Ciao for now.
Thanks,
He
Gay
sounds
Martin.
really nice. And
He does.
Quite, yeah. Quite
Familiar?
Nice. Yeah. Oh, no. I don't know.
Is he a relative of yours?
No.
No, okay.
No, I've never met him in my life.
That's all right.
Yeah.
Just has a little undertones of.
Yeah, so that I'm just trying to think back. So that was when we did that a couple of episodes ago, wasn't it? When
I think that was
Andrew
Schroeder's
Schroeder-
news, wasn't it?
Yeah, about the Marvin Gaye impersonator.
Yeah.
That must be him.
That must be. He
Wow.
listens.
It's funny how he listens, but it's taken a couple of episodes to get that to us, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's kind of been forgotten now, isn't it? It's like
Yeah, yeah.
a bit irrelevant.
It's almost like we need to do some exposition there just to remind the audience
exactly,
about.
because that's always a good thing,
what's
isn't it?
relative,
Exposition.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's nice of him to get in touch.
I like him.
Hey, I like
He
him.
sounds nice.
He sounds lovely.
He sounds warm.
He sounds very
Warm
warm
and welcoming.
warm and wet.
Warm and wet.
Mm.
Now we're talking.
Yeah.
Hey, talking of warm and wet, We have got a lovely guest ale this week, I'm sure.
Yes.
This one is from Black Flag Brewery.
Black Flag.
Up in Mooloolaba in Queensland.
That sounded almost African.
Mooloolaba. I like it. Come from Mooloolaba in Queensland.
Go to bed.
Where's my Links Africa? We'll throw about the Christmas episode.
Yeah.
This has been brewed down. This has been brewed down a dusty alleyway on Mooloola's busy Brisbane street in a timber-clad shed, I believe.
Wow.
Because it houses the brewery's pilot brewery system, and it's taken in conjunction with the epic floor-to-roof street art filling the venue. So you'll see on this can...
It is a beautiful can.
It's a beautiful can.
Said.
And it's got some dude on a skateboard carrying a six-pack.
I think that's Chiggy.
Chiggy?
Yeah.
Oh,
I think that's Chiggy, and this is Chiggy's MIDI.
Chiggy's skateboarding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's the notorious Chiggy.
Chiggy, so he's balancing a 4-pack of beers in 1 hour and into an enormous setting sun.
It's lovely, isn't it?
I wonder where he's going.
You touched on the pub, the bar, the brewery place down in Dusty Alleyway. I follow these guys on Instagram, and the pub looks fucking amazing.
It does look
I want to
amazing.
go there. It's like, it depends what you're into, but it's like rock music, and it just looks like a really nice place to go and have a beer.
Yeah.
Pretty cool place for cool people like me. I think I'd fit right in.
I think this has been done, if I'm just looking at my notes, because I think this actually one of the, so let me just quickly tell you. So the brewery's founders come from all walks of life, include amongst others hospitality veterans Steve Barber and Ben Baker and Ross Holloway, who's the artist, and brewer Simon Grosby.
Wow.
Now, they have got a knack for making award-winning can designs, because we got this from the Gabs.
We do, the Gabs Artist Collection. What was it called? Yeah, the Can Design Awards for 2021, I think. Yeah.
So Ross, who is from Black Flag Brewery, is the artist, and he mixes.
It's really amazing.
Yeah, he's got a background in tattoo and street art.
Yeah,
apparently.
I can imagine, because it's very good.
That's amazing, isn't it?
The effort that's gone into that.
So this is one of the top 3, I believe, in the 2021 designs.
Wow.
So it's a mid-strength pale. It's quite a weak one. It's a 3.5, so which is quite common, I think, in Queensland, because they drink slightly.
Because they're fucking lightweights, no joke.
Well, that's right. Yeah, it's so fucking hot. They just drink a shitload.
Yeah, which is fair.
Yeah, should we?
Being sensible.
Should we do
Shall
this?
we?
Oh. Ooh.
Sorry, sometimes I just get a bit excited.
Oh, it's got a nice smell to it. I'm just going to have a little smell first.
Yeah, go on. Just pour it. I might just pour it over my head.
Oh, that actually, I always say,
That's actually really good.
Yeah,
that is actually really good. It's very easy
tropical,
drinking,
isn't it? Yeah, and I know it is a 3.5, so you'd expect it to be easier drinking than some, but I just really like the fruitiness. I just really like the fruitiness.
You do like fruity, don't you? I've heard you.
Gay Martin.
You gay Martin. Yeah,
I like that.
A little bit bitter, but it's light. It's really light. I can imagine you can smash these back in summer
Easily. And
Yeah.
I can actually just envisage myself being in the pub, this specific pub, and drinking them on tap.
It's such a fucking cool looking pub, man.
It is,
It
yeah.
really is.
Should we go there?
I think we should.
I'm going to speak to them actually soon. They want me to phone them and speak to them, so I'm going to speak to them. Yeah, I just don't really know what to say, so I haven't phoned
Hello,
them.
Steve.
Hello,
Ben. Ross.
It's me from the
Simon.
Beer Buddy Podcast.
Can you tell me about your beers?
Can we drink some? They'll just fucking hang up as soon as they hear my voice.
Yeah, but yeah. So
I'm going to have another sip. Sorry.
so maybe we can go up to Mooloolaba.
Yeah,
Mooloolaba in Queensland.
Queensland.
Yeah,
Sit down and drink a beer.
enjoy it. It is. It's super light, but you could smash quite a few there, especially at 3.8%.
Yeah,
I
I
suppose.
just want to kind of sit here and drink the whole thing without actually speaking.
Yeah, should do that. Should do the next half an hour just
Yeah,
silent.
just silent white noise.
Mate, it's 20. We're 23 minutes in, and we've barely scratched the surface of tonight's
Yeah, fuck, we better get on with
very full program.
it.
In other beer news, I was looking up some other beers that might be interesting, and I came across a Hello Kitty beer.
Oh, God, really?
Yeah.
Isn't that like a kid's thing? Oh, I don't know,
Well,
is it?
you're right. It is a kid's beer. Beer. It is a kid's thing. It's
brand.
It's Hello Kitty. So I'm actually going to... I'll quickly chat about this, but it turns out that Hello Kitty have officially put their branding on quite a bunch of other different interesting
They
things.
are huge, aren't they?
Massive. So Hello Kitty beer is made by a brewery in Taiwan. It's distributed here in China. But apparently it's not allowed to be sold in America because of the whole, being for kids.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
But it's a fruity beer, apparently with banana and lemon lime. It's combined with a relatively low alcohol content of 2.8%. So it's a little bit lighter than this one.
Yeah, wow.
For easy drinking and probably for the kids.
Yeah, perfect.
You don't get kids getting munted too easily.
That's all right.
Yeah, but apparently there's some people are getting obviously quite upset about it, and they're saying that we need to talk about this £800 gorilla in the room, the youth market, and one wonders how young you have to be to think Hello Kitty beer is the bee's knees. But steady sales of Japan's notorious through alcohol-free kids beer have shown that so-called beer has appealed to teens, tweens, and preteens. So Japan already sell alcohol-free beer to children already.
It is a bit weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
Doesn't really kind of make sense.
No.
Let's encourage them. Let's really get them hooked on the flavour of beer.
Yeah.
So then when they hit 18 or whatever age is over there, they can get absolutely cunted.
Yeah, absolutely.
On full strength beer without little kitties
and
on
they can be, well, they might keep it.
Yeah.
And that's their thing. They're saying, well, we're not marketing to kids. It's just that Hello Kitty is nearly 50 years old. So they've grown up with it.
Anymore, is it?
No, it's
baggy
hello.
old pussy. Goodbye, pussy.
Yeah, so it made me go, ooh, that's weird. Because apparently they also made a wine as well. So I was like, ooh, I wonder what else they've made.
Can you do that ooh again?
Ooh.
That's nice.
You like that?
Yeah,
You like
a little bit of a semi going on there.
A semicolon?
Yes. Yes, I'm all into my grammar.
If I, into your grandma?
Grandma. That's why I've got semi. Love you, Nan.
So if I mention a few of the little Hello Kitty products, tell me if you think they're real or not.
Oh, as in actual Hello Kitty
or am I
products?
just making up shit?
Yeah, okay.
Let's start with this one. I'll start with something easy. A toaster.
Yeah, it's gotta be.
There is a toaster.
Yeah.
Absolutely there is. A microwave.
Yeah, I mean, I imagine if you're going to, buy the Hello Kitty toaster, you're going to want to get the microwave as well, aren't you?
There is indeed a microwave. How about a sandwich maker?
Yeah, whole kitchen. Yeah,
No, there's a sandwich maker.
Oh,
Made that up. But there is a quesadilla maker.
Oh.
So obviously, the branding's
Jose, put on the quesadilla maker. Oh, the Hello Kitty one? Yes. Yes. Yeah, I can imagine that.
But there's, but then they go down a slightly interesting other kind of avenue. They've got engine oil, and that's true. They do indeed have engine oil.
Why not?
Retainers, so like mouth guards.
Oh, wow.
Tongue tattoos, barbecue patties,
Tongue tattoos.
surge protectors.
Yeah.
And then they go down a slightly weirder avenue.
Oh, no.
Breast pumps.
Yeah, why not?
That should come in electric and hand. Just in case you're in. They're doing sanitary pads, vibrators, condoms,
Come on.
crucifixes.
Crucifixes.
Well, that's
handy.
That's nice, isn't it? That's the Catholic market.
Yeah.
Nipple tassels, box cutters, microscopes.
Fucking
It's mental.
Urinal
pads.
Yeah, I mean, nothing's shocking me now. You can just keep naming
I
them.
can say anything.
And we're laughing at them, but is Hello Kitty still owned? Is it like a listed company? Or is it,
Hello
it
Kitty
must be
Proprietary
worth
Limited.
Fucking loads.
But the other thing they sell is bulletproof masks. So
Masks? I didn't know they existed until now.
I didn't even know they exist at all.
Kind of makes sense. If
You can
wear a
shoot me
vest-
anywhere, but it shoot me in the face.
Yeah, but I guess it kind of makes sense. People that wear a vest, now they know their masks. Let's get into those. Fuck me. Do you think they've got arseless chaps?
They do.
Yeah?
I know that for an absolute fact.
You're wearing them now, aren't you? Yeah. I could smell the kitty.
I've got a new, I'm going to work on a new segment for next week.
Oh, yeah, good.
It's about cults.
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 I thought you said
I
something
love
else.
cults.
Yeah?
Big fan of the old
Big
cult.
cults, little cults.
Can't spend enough time down the old cult world.
Cult. I don't know much about cults, but
I do know.
I'm keen for it.
Oh, if you want to explore a cult, it's worth it. It's good.
This is quite a niche market, isn't it?
You get right in there, right in the cult.
Yeah, right in between.
Right in between.
In and around the cult.
Yeah, we get deep down.
Touch the sides.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, we'll do some cult news next week.
Okay.
So, I've just got to think of I've got some good content.
Yeah.
But the thing I don't have is a good jingle.
Well, content's nothing without a good jingle, is it? As
nothing
you'll
at all.
know if you listen to this podcast.
So I'll be working on the jingles.
Yeah,
during the
okay.
week.
Quite excited.
It is. It's going to be a little bit weird, though.
Weird news.
Weird indeed.
I need to work on a slightly better string.
But it works.
It doesn't.
And it's kind of a
That's a
thing.
bit weird, isn't it?
It's a thing now, isn't it? It's a catchphrase. We're going to become those people that've got catchphrases. People wearing T-shirts with. It's a little bit weird though. That's all right.
I hope so.
Let's make some money from it. Buy our T-shirts.
Yeah, get out there now and buy them before they all sell out.
Yay.
Have you got any weird news this week, Josh?
I do, yeah. Would you like me to go first?
Well, why not? You're there, right?
Fuck it, I'm here and I'm ready. So...
I'll drink my beer.
Yeah, you drink and I'll talk. So I'll just read the headline, as I kind of do every week, so I don't really need to say that. The headline says, Indonesian virgin, 37, who lives at home with his mother. And I'm just going to stop there for a second, because that's really kind of harsh, isn't it? They've kind of gone all in on the headline. I mean, how do they know he's a fucking virgin to start with?
Well.
Anyway, I guess we'll find out.
Oh.
So anyway, Indonesian virgin, 37, who lives at home with his mother, gets 2-meter-long piece of string stuck in his penis in masturbation game gone wrong.
Where's it stuck?
In his penis. Inside his penis.
Wow.
A 2-meter, I think that's about 200 centimetres.
That's like 3 of me.
Yeah, exactly. 4 maybe. In all the way inside his penis. So yeah, that's pretty exciting. So
I'm intrigued.
yeah, well, I mean, you better listen on.
Oh, I'm listening.
You better listen on. So basically, this 37-year-old virgin confessed to doctors that he had inserted a 2-meter piece of nylon string into his urethra whilst erect and watching porn. It's not quite clear what he was playing at, but the medics went on to say, cases of urinary bladder insertion are relatively rare, but have been on the rise over the last few decades. They said people usually insert objects such as hair clips, straws, matchsticks, and fucking pencils into their urethra for sexual pleasure or due to psychiatric problems or drug abuse. I'd say it's got to be the latter, right? And I guess before I want to go on, I did want to check, have you ever inserted anything into your dick?
No.
That was a very quick no, so I believe you.
No, because the thought of inserting anything into my penis would be absolutely beyond...
abhorrent, wouldn't it? Absolutely disgusting. So the patient told doctors this was his first time he'd put something into his penis, but he did admit to masturbating and watching porn daily, which I think is quite disgusting. I mean,
string porn, though, was it?
Just porn. I don't know. I'd say I can't really get my head around what he was trying to achieve, but apparently it's the thing, shoving things down your dick.
A string.
Yeah, so he admitted to that. He went to the doctors and he was treated, as in medically treated, not rewarded by giving some more material to shove down his dick. And he made a full recovery. And so, the article kind of ends by saying, it comes after a separate report of a 30-year-old man in Michigan shoved 6 kidney beans inside his penis for sexual pleasure.
No.
But they ended up getting stuck, which is not surprising.
Of course they fucking did. They're massive compared to the penis eye.
Yeah, and that's kind of my news, which isn't great, but I genuinely scrolled across it, and I thought, I need to pick this one because it kind of, I do relate to it. So do you want to hear a quick story about something that happened to me in the past?
I do.
Hopefully it's quick enough to fit in this episode.
It will.
But so I had my kidney removed. So basically, long story short, I had kidney stones, and this was back in the UK. I had keyhole surgery, and then what they had to do is leave a stent inside, going from my kidney down my ureter into my bladder. So they said, we'll get that out after surgery. I didn't think of anything of it. It's like they'll just magically get it out, whatever. Anyway, I went into this surgery, and this little doctor lets me lay on the bed. He gets out this bottle of lube, starts I'm wide awake, by the way. Yeah. He starts squirting it down my penis, down the hole of my penis. I'm laying there. I can see it all on the screen as well. Oh, sorry, I haven't got to that bit yet. He then proceeded to bring out this fucking camera, like a big wire with a camera on it, and started pushing that down my penis. All the way down, all the way in. It had little clamps on the end of it, because what they were going to do is grab the stent all the way up there and then pull it out. Fuck. You think this is the bad bit. So, he's finally in. So I'm like, okay, he's in, great. And then he grabs the little stent and he starts pulling it, and it gets stuck. Oh, no. It gets stuck. No. So he is pulling this. Oh, no, it's not moving. Oh, it's stuck. He fucking puts his leg on the table to get some leverage. Get that. Yeah, he does that. And then pulls it and pulls it, and that's stuck. So, but a little bit has come out of the end of my tiny penis. So now he puts a pair of scissor, metal clamps on it to hold it there. Really heavy clamps. Oh my God. And this is keeping my bladder open the whole time. So I'm sitting there pissing myself, literally pissing myself. It wasn't funny. I was actually pissing all over myself.
And this is back in the UK?
Back in the UK. And then all that to do is he put a massive adult nappy on me. I had to lay in the bed until there was room in the theatre. And then they operated. They put me out, and then I don't even know how they got it out. They probably shoved fists down there. Yeah. My penis, I was like a wizard's sleeve.
So you... You could fit cans down your penis.
Sometimes I do it. So if I'm walking into a music festival or something, I'll store a couple of cans up there, because they'll never look there, will they? They think, oh, he's got a big penis like this. Did you know?
inside your penis eye?
Me? No, absolutely not. Wouldn't have beer. I definitely haven't got beers in here.
Fuck.
So, yeah,
I
I
thought
thought
you've got a flappy.
Yeah, a flappy. It's still. Don't get me wrong. That makes me sound like I've got a big penis, but it's tiny.
Yeah.
But it's like girth wise, it's just been stretched to the cat, kind of almost like a can size, but it's about a centimetre long.
Oh,
So it's just like it's almost like a vagina.
wow.
That's good, isn't it?
It
And
is.
I did. Just by the way, I didn't make up any of that story. That is all true.
I don't have anything to say, really.
No, that's probably a bit long for this episode, though, wasn't it?
No, that's really good.
Was it really good?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Oh.
I can't wait for some more cock news next week.
Yeah. Cock news. Cock, 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 cock. Anyway, yeah,
I'll
that's my
replace
weird
Andrew's KFC news.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, I did a weird little burp.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think you should have gone second in retrospect.
That's not no.
Because that was good.
Was it? I don't know.
Well, your news was good.
Yeah.
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 That was
Thanks.
good. I enjoyed
thanks.
that. I think it's because it's it's nice to be able to sort of imagine you sat there with a big flappy cock.
Yeah. Yeah, I probably had flappy cocks all over me when I was asleep when I was putting me out.
Yeah, you probably did.
Yeah, that's what they do in hospitals over there.
The NHS, mate.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, mine's not so much weird as it's a breaking story, to be honest.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Got to be about Russia then, right?
it's not about Russia, but you've heard it here first. This has been lighting up the Twitter sphere over the past few days.
Yeah.
Turns out, and you might not know this because it's a little bit on the down low.
Yeah.
Queen Elizabeth,
Yeah, I know her.
the current Queen of
The
England,
Queen. Yeah, not Queen. Yeah.
Yep, dead.
What?
She's dead.
She's not.
She died.
She hasn't.
She has.
Fuck off.
Yep.
Fuck off.
I'm not even joking, mate.
Oh
Yep,
my
her death lit up
God.
Twitter over the past few days and was brought by the media heavyweight, which you might be aware of, Hollywood Unlocked,
Oh, yeah.
on
yep,
Instagram.
I'm always,
Yep. So
always scrolling their stuff, yeah.
apparently sources close to the Royal Palace notified us exclusively.
Oh,
He
as they do.
speaks.
I
He
imagine
went,
Hollywood Unlocked would be the first
Queen's
source.
dead.
Yeah.
Quick, get Hollywood Unlocked on Instagram.
Is that Hollywood Unlocked?
Yeah.
Queen's dead.
Has he got a number? No, he ain't got a number. Just at.
Google
Got him. Yeah.
Oh, fuck me.
So they sources close to the Royal Palace notified them exclusively that hashtag Queen Elizabeth,
Yeah.
which I'm presuming is the same as the real Queen Elizabeth.
I know, I
Hashtag
would
Queen
imagine that's how the palace would have released the news. Hashtag
Queen's dead.
Yeah, Queen's dead. Hashtag Queen's dead. Lol.
She's
Hashtag
a
YOLO.
goner.
Hashtag YOLO.
Has passed away. She was scheduled to attend the wedding of British Vogue editor Edward Eniful.
Oh, him.
Eniful.
Anyful.
Anyful.
It's just that big meal.
Yes. No, I couldn't eat nothing, love. But was found dead.
Oh, my God.
This is like, where's Queen? She's supposed to be at bloody Vogue. Oh, she's gone on bloody carked, hasn't
God,
she?
typical timing.
Lizzie's dead.
Oh, fucking hell.
Get bloody Hollywood Unlocked on phone.
Should we be laughing?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you're a royalist.
obviously. Well, I am.
Is this not a crime, laughing at the death
I
of the Queen?
will. Well, yeah. Well, she can't do anything because she's dead.
Can't
isn't
get me.
She
Can't get me. Yeah,
Don't
fucking
know where I am.
no.
You can't find my pod cave.
No, exactly.
So yeah, so it was as they exclusively reported this on Tuesday. Closer sources to the royal family have confirmed that indeed Queen Elizabeth has sadly passed away. While full details surrounding her death have yet to be shared, I think obviously you heard it first on Everybody podcast after Hollywood Unlocked.
Yep.
They have been carefully constructed plans that have already been put in place for this moment. A process dubbed Operation London Bridge.
Oh, very original.
Have you heard about this?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been set up since the 1960s and details a step-by-step 10-day plan.
Just
So-
chopping her up
Yep.
to little bits.
Yeah, trying little bits and fitted to the royal
Corgis.
crocodiles.
Yeah.
I don't know. According to Politico, ideally the first official to deal with the news of the Queen's death, obviously before Hollywood Unlocked,
Yeah, of course.
would be her private secretary Edward Young, who will then notify the Prime Minister, the Cabinet Secretary Ministers, the Privy Council, and of course BuzzFeed.
yeah, that is
So,
the next step,
That's
isn't
the
it?
process, yeah.
Oh my God! So when now the Queen's dead, would
Yeah.
it be Brian May? Who?
Brian May is
He's the successor,
yeah,
isn't he?
he is, yeah.
Oh my God!
which is
God
great.
save our Brian May.
His big hair and Anita Dobson's going to be there as this Queen.
God, the world is going to change, isn't it?
It's going to be...
Oh,
Yeah. Which then goes into EastEnders.
yeah.
But from there, a secret London location that houses the Foreign Office's Global Response Centre will notify the 15 governments where the Queen also rules. So basically, it goes Hollywood Unlocked,
Yeah.
bunch of officials, BuzzFeed, and then the 15 governments around the world.
There's a lot of governments in it. She was a bit greedy, wasn't she?
Yeah, she was. I want this, I want that country. I want that. Yeah.
Hello, I want all of the governments.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
She and BuzzFeed.
and BuzzFeed.
But not Hollywood Unlocked.
No,
Don't fucking tell them.
Fuck them. They are absolute cunts.
But some great comments. From Lyra Galore. She said, "I'm fucking shook." Shook. She fucking shook.
Shook.
So she's very shooked up.
What do I do?
Brandon Carter 211 said, "Diana walking to gate ready for the square up."
Oh, I bet she is as well.
Don't know what that means.
No, but I bet she is.
Oh, walking to the gate as in the pearly gates.
Yeah, the pearly gates, and she's going to want to fight the Queen because the Queen allegedly murdered her, right?
Yeah.
Princess Diana in Paris dead. Yeah.
Ku Lurla.
Oh yeah,
is not buying it.
Nah.
He says or she says, "I'm a wet for TMZ."
Yeah, well, that is the next kind of reputable source, isn't it?
I'm not listening to this yet. Where's TMZ? Get them on the radio.
I don't want to make you sound like an idiot, but it's actually pronounced Tums.
Was it?
Yeah, Tums.
Oh, shit, all this time.
Tums.
Oh, I'm from
Tums. Yeah.
Kate Enema.
Enema. Okay.
She says, "Until it hit all news platform on Google, I won't believed it." So, she's not having a better bar of it.
None of these people. Right.
Once I heard she had COVID, I knew this is going to come next.
Yeah.
Says my Haitian house.
My Haitian house.
My Haitian house. He gets a little bit later on.
Oh, yeah.
Thamba Live said, "Why you all so dead like that?" So I don't know what that
Hang on,
means.
why you say dead like that?
Why you all so dead like that?
He's got a point.
Because the headline was "Queen is dead."
Yeah.
I mean, the
it's
Sex Pistols.
It's better than the Daily Mail headlines.
Yeah, but why you all so dead like that?
What you say dead like that? Like that?
Like that?
You say dead like that. Don't say that.
No.
Okay. This is amazing. I'm going to have another sip of beer 'cause I love it.
Samuel with mums _chips.
Sorry, I was having a sip of beer then. _chips?
Samuel with mum _chips.
Okay.
Says, "I'm from London, so I know, and I know she's not dead. I'm from London."
Yeah, I mean, that's to be fair, that does sound like a Londoner. We do tend to assume we know things more than anyone else.
Well, my Haitian replies with, "You lie, you're from Rotherham."
Yeah, I mean, they've both got points. They're both valid points.
But Samuel retorts.
Yeah.
Samuel with mum _chips replies, "Yeah, fair enough. All right, she might be dead."
Oh.
So
he's just getting up there, isn't he? I'm not arguing.
I am from Rotherham, to be honest. I'm not from that big, smart London.
Caught me red-handed there.
So there you go.
So she's actually dead.
She's actually dead, and you heard it first here on...
so spread the word.
Make
sure if you do share this news, make sure you tag us. Tag us on the socials at BeerBuddyAU. We're the guys that told the world after Hollywood what?
And Hollywood...
Hollywood cunts. Hollywood
Unlocked.
Unlocked.
Yeah.
Hollywood Unlocked.
And before Tums.
Before Tums and all the others.
Feed. But she doesn't mention that she's supposed to be break. That's a beer buddy, is she? She doesn't mention that on her plan on the Operation London Bridge.
No, I think she's just forgotten us.
Maybe we can try and get hold of her people.
Yeah.
Figure that one out. Edward Young.
I mean, I'm from London, so I do know some of her people, obviously.
Obviously.
We know people in high places.
Are you from London? Not from Rotherham?
No, I'm definitely from... Actually, no, you're right. I am from Rotherham.
Yeah.
Fucking Rotherham.
There we go.
I feel a bit sad now that she's dead.
Yeah. I don't want to fuck it up for you, mate.
No, we kind of have now. You know, and she's not just our queen, is she? Us pommies. She's
Queen of Hearts, isn't she?
She's Queen of Hearts.
Oh, I love her.
She'd do anything. She's a woman of the people.
She's one of us, isn't she? She's one of us.
She's exactly the same as us.
She's completely the same.
She's so caring, and if she wasn't sitting on her golden throne, she'd still be just as nice.
She was right there. She would join the Blitz. She was right there.
She
with
was
us.
on the front
She
line.
was right there. She's behind us.
Yeah, and all
fucking
of her,
400 miles behind us.
Yeah, behind the fucking fence.
Yeah.
And all of her children are perfectly normal.
Yeah.
Not paedophiles.
Not one nonsense.
No,
in the family.
no one.
Oh, I love that.
Definitely not one.
No.
And they might pay lots of money just to show that they're not nonsense. But that's okay, because the taxpayers paid for it anyway.
£12 billion.
That's all it wants. It's nothing.
Normal.
Anyway, that got a bit out of it. Can your family hear us? Yeah. I'm sure they can. Good.
Should we bring the tone down a bit?
I think we need to.
Here we go.
Dear Josh, please help me. Dear Josh, I'm lost.
Dear Josh,
Sound like Christina Aguilera then.
You did. Oh, I've got a scratchy, itchy head.
Ah, that might
What
be
that's
it.
about?
You had not had a shower recently, is that? Could be that.
Could be that.
Yeah,
Could be that.
Could be that.
I haven't, since I found out the Queen died, I've stopped showering.
Yeah,
Just
in protest.
In protest
I'm
to her
dirty, but
dying.
I did start shitting myself.
Did
Like, every day. I've not. You might have seen as I walked in. It's very
You're
packed
caked,
down
innit?
there at the moment.
You are okay.
Cracks of
I thought
it.
there was your huge flappy knob, but it's not. is it?
No, it's not. It was on the other side. You think I kind of tucked it behind? No, it's just poo. Feces. We're being a bit silly today, aren't we?
We're a bit silly,
That's
aren't
all
we?
right.
A bit silly, a bit naughty.
I like it.
But you know what, Josh, I do have to just try and bring you back
Bring
down.
it down.
I can look a little sip of my my lovely black flag kick out.
Yeah, I'm gonna kick ons.
Kick Ons.
Can you not read?
No, it looks like kick on.
Sorry, Black Flag. Chris
Um,
clearly isn't professional about this. He doesn't even know what it's called.
I mean, you
Kick
did a
ons.
great drawing, but your font needs some work.
Kick
Does it?
onf.
It looks like kick on.
Kick onf.
Kick on.
Kick
Ah,
on
kick
face. You've got kick on face. Anyway,
But yeah,
it's
quick,
very tasty though.
is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. We established that in Act 1, didn't we?
We did. Anyway,
All right.
let's get on.
Let's get rid of this sillies.
Let's do it.
Let's do this.
This is very serious. And we're back in the room.
We this week received an email from from Janice.
Oh yeah.
In do you know where she is?
I couldn't guess.
She's in Jandalup.
That sounds very
so
Australian.
mad up.
Jandalup.
but-
Not Joondalup, Jandalup.
Jandalup. Yeah, so Janice from Jandalup.
Yeah. Come on.
You ready?
Compose yourself.
Come on.
This is an
We're
important job.
professionals.
We are.
Fucking professionals.
Fuck.
Janice writes
Janice.
from Jandalup writes.
Yep.
Dear Josh.
Hi.
My husband and I are happily married, and we've been together now for 10 years.
Oh, congratulations.
He's 43. I'm 38 and a half.
Very specific.
Last week, in bed, we thought it would be a good idea to spice things up. So, we started talking about our fantasies.
Oh, yeah.
We had a little chat, and we agreed to discuss the things that, really turn us on. Janice continues. I went first and I told him my fantasy was to have sex on the beach at night. Oh, that's nice.
Sandy.
And that if I could have sex with anyone, I'd probably choose Bradley Cooper. Because he's dreamy.
Oh, yeah. Is that Tommy Cooper's brother?
That's Tommy Cooper's old
The
brother, yeah.
comedian,
Yeah.
Weird how we mentioned
The
about
one
it.
that didn't die.
Yeah.
Wore a little fez. Anyway, Janice then says that I asked him about his fantasies, and he was quite reticent. But, I pushed him to tell me. Eventually, after much deliberation, he admitted that when he touches himself, he thinks of someone in particular that we know.
God.
Hesitant, but equally curious, I pushed him to say who.
That's a big mistake. Big mistake.
But then, to my horror, he said, when I have a wank, I often think about your mum.
Oh.
She's a right proper MILF.
Fucking hell. Fucking hell.
Since then, I can barely look at him in the eye, let alone
Bet.
let him touch me. I'm paranoid, wondering how long he's been fantasizing about my mum, who is 61.
Ooh. Nice.
I keep wondering whether he's ever secretly flirted with her and if it's really her he wants and, not me. One thing is certain. I can't ever let him meet her again. There'll be no more family Christmases or parties.
Come on.
He thinks I'm overreacting, but frankly, I just can't get past this. Please help me, Josh. Please help me. From Janice in Jandalup.
Jandalup. Oh, man.
That's a tricky one.
It is a tricky
Josh,
one.
I'd hate to be
Oh, look.
Josh giving advice to Janice in Jandalup.
First things first. that is the most stupid thing to do. You know, I'm being serious now. I'm doing my serious note thing.
Okay, on a
in a
serious note.
relationship, don't ask those questions. If you don't want the answer, don't ask those questions. Definitely don't push each other on those sorts of things. So yeah, you know, you end up hearing things you don't want to hear. So it's just a classic case of giving too much detail, isn't it? But this actually reminds me of the time my wife, she found out about me having dirty thoughts about a certain celebrity, which was Susan Boyle.
Oh,
you know Susan Boyle?
I do. She's interesting.
Yeah, I think she was actually more upset about the level of detail I went into when telling her about it in retrospect, which, if you're happy to, I can share some of that detail with you.
I think it's important. I think this gives Janice
some
respect. I don't know. Gives us something.
Gives us something, doesn't it, to go on?
You need a gentle up.
Yeah, so basically, you know, when I'm pleasuring myself, I'd shut my eyes just as I start, you know, masturbating, for want of a better term, wanking. And then I'd imagine that I'm in the audience of Britain's Got Talent. And then the show starts, and you know, a few disappointing acts come and go, etc. Standard stuff. You've seen Britain's Got Talent.
Yeah.
And then suddenly, you know, in my mind, Simon Cowell starts choking on a fruit pastel. He does. He just starts choking. Everyone among the panel, like, they're panicking, screaming, as you would be.
Yeah.
And the crowd are confused, and then Simon just drops dead, like completely dead, like properly dead. And then instead of the show being cancelled, Piers Morgan, like, you know, Britain's favourite, Piers Morgan, he stands on the desk that they're all on and points at me, and the crowd shouts, "You!" He just shouts, "You!" And then a big spotlight shines on me, and everyone's looking at me, and then he goes, "Come on down! The show must go on!" So I walk down to the panel and sit with them, and then the next act is Susan Boyle. Yeah. This is going right, Susan Boyle.
But I'm just getting a little bit aroused.
Well, you can only imagine how aroused I am already at this point, you know. And really, this is probably only about 25 seconds in, you know, in wanking time. Yeah. But in my fancy, it's probably lasts at least 10 minutes. It's weird how it's all different, isn't it, in real time?
Did you say that?
Anyway, so Susan Boyle starts belting out Pavarotti's Nessun Dorma. Nessun Dorma, that one. And then she slowly walks over to me, and she slips off her big clunky boots and glides over the steps that come down from the side of the stage. And she stops singing, and she drops her mic on the floor, keeping eye contact with me the whole time. And then, you know what she looks like? She's got a really sexy stare, hasn't she? You know what she looks like. I think most people know Susan Boyle. She's pretty sexy.
Google her.
And then, you know, that's kind of where my wank usually ends. So I just, you know, I've never actually gotten any further than that. That's kind of the furthest I've got. The furthest I've got is as she kind of approaches the desk, but there's never been any touch. That's as far as she gets. But yeah, as I was saying, too much detail can be off-putting, can't it? Back to my point. You don't need to go into that kind of detail, because it just upsets. That's why my wife, that's why she was upset, because she's like, I don't need to know this about Susan Boyle. Keep that in your head. Yeah. But as for advice, I don't actually have anything helpful, as per. I think at the end she said she doesn't want the two of them to ever see each other again, and that there won't be any more Christmas parties. I disagree with that. Don't let the perverted thoughts of your husband ruin Christmas. That's what I say. In fact, make sure Christmas does go ahead. Get the whole family over for Christmas. Go all out. Get starters, mains, desserts, and then maybe just after everyone's finished their prawn cocktail, do what Piers Morgan does to me during what I like to call my Subo wanky time. And then stand on the table and point at your husband and shout, "You!" And then just announce to the whole family that your hubby bashes one out whilst thinking about your mum. And it's kind of a win-win, because he'll feel shit, you'll feel like a fucking gangster, you know, due to the adrenaline and all of the Bucks fizz you've been smashing since 9 a.m. Merry Christmas. And then your family will either be fuming at him or pissing themselves laughing. You just literally can't lose. That's my advice.
That is sterling advice.
Welcome.
Mate.
Always welcome.
But you know what?
What?
I gotta go, mate. I need a wank.
Beer Buddy!